Hey there, welcome back. I'm Mark, and today we'll be drawing Rocket from the Guardians of the Galaxy. All you need for this project is a sheet of paper, a pencil with an eraser, some markers, and a black Sharpie. Okay, so let's start with placing Rocket in the right position. So I'm going to draw this little football shape that's kind of pointing down to the right. Okay, so it's kind of going in this direction, down to the right. Then on the left, I'm gonna do the gun. So we're just gonna draw this like rectangular shape like this. Draw this like box shape like this that kind of tapers at the bottom, gets a little bit wider. A leg that kind of points over to the left with a foot, and then we'll have a leg that comes over to the right like this with a foot over here. We're gonna have a tail that kind of comes over in this direction. So now that we have our proportions set up, we can start defining some more of our object here. Out over here and just make this head just a little bit bigger. Okay, so the hair is gonna kind of come out. It's gonna come up like this and then come back down like that. Okay, so we have like this football shape. If you draw like a curved shape like this, here we're gonna kind of come up like this, and then we're gonna draw this lower eye shape like that. I'm gonna have one eye over here, and then we're gonna come out from this shape here. We're gonna come right over to the left, and we'll draw the little nose. This will come down. Just gonna draw the mouth, the top of the mouth. So we'll have like a round shape like this. This is gonna kind of come right into the eye almost. Mouth's gonna open up, and then from this lower section here, we'll have this. This can actually go beyond the lower part of the actual head shape. So around this, and we'll come up at an angle and then hook up like that. Okay, and then we'll have like a tooth over here. We'll have another tooth right there, and then we can put a tooth on the outside and one right about here. And then we can create the outer part of the mouth. This comes out, this will come down, up, a second little whisker shape there. We'll follow the shape of the contour of the mouth. We'll do a little hair shape down here like that, and then there could be like another one right over here. Put a couple dots like this. All right, and then we'll just have a little bit of a break in the nose shape. Okay, now on this side, I'm just gonna go and create my other eye. It's gonna kind of come up, have like this round shape like this. It comes right in there. We'll have our eye on this side. There'll be a big highlight right here, another highlight right there. And then we can do a pupil. It's like really big like this. Okay, and then on the other side we'll do the other eyeball right in there, and then we'll have a pupil that kind of comes in like this. Now for the eyebrow, we'll just come up and just do a couple little triangular shapes. It's just going to kind of come off of the edge of the eye. Okay, then we'll have a little shape here with a black stripe that's going through the fur. Okay, and then right down here, right where the nose is, so right where this shape is right here. Okay, we're gonna kind of come at a round curvature a little bit, and then this is gonna kind of come out. And this shape will point down. kind of come down quick, and we'll go through the mouth right over here like this. Go through the mouth there, and then we'll pick that back up over here. And this will just come over to the right like that. Now we'll do the other eyebrow here, so this will kind of curve like this. And we'll have two little white shapes right here. That's kind of like where the forehead's going to be, and this will be like a little wrinkle in the eye. Thicken this up here, so we'll do this other eyebrow on the right. So we'll kind of pull this out this way, and we'll do a little bit of a longer one like that, and then a smaller one like this. Okay, now we'll start working our way up. Just draw a couple little other crease lines in the forehead. And then we'll have a little shape that comes out of here, just offsets from that other whisker there. And then we'll come up through this hair piece, through that eyebrow piece. And then this will kind of come in this direction. So I think our proportions of the head are good over here. And then we'll just kind of come down over there. Now, before I finish here, I want to put this other stripe through like the middle part of the head. Curve like this, right here. And it's actually going to come into the nose a little bit more like that. And this will just extend over. Okay, over here we'll have this kind of coming up from right about here. This will go over to the right, and then we'll have another line on this side. There'll be like a white stripe here, okay, and then we'll have this black stripe that comes from this eye. This will be kind of like flat, and then you'll see this kind of curving like this, and there'll be like a black stripe that comes over like so. Okay, then let's go to the middle of our forehead. So if you come off in this direction here, right around here, we're gonna have this piece of hair that kind of comes up like this. And then we'll have a second one that goes up like that. And then there'll be kind of like this third one that comes down in this direction. Then this will extend and allow us to put an ear right over here. So we're going to come up and point, and then this will kind of come down fairly close to the whisker of the eyebrow, something like that. And now as you come up in this direction, we can have two other little pointy hair shapes like this, and then the ear will echo that outside shape like that. And this will come and round like this. Then over on the right side, right about here, we'll have the other ear that kind of comes up, and it's gonna come down right about here. We'll just come up and over like that. So we'll do the same thing. We'll outline that outer edge of the ear. We'll come down like this, and we'll just extend this inside a little bit more, and then we'll have two like triangular shapes that kind of come up like that. Okay. All right, so there we have Rocket's face. Right around the chin of the mouth, we're gonna come down like this, and then we're gonna have these three cylinders. So one, so this bottom part's gonna be more of a fuller ellipse. So we'll have one shape here, and then we're going to do these three shapes over to the right. So we'll do another elliptical shape and then a third. And then these will all be bent and paint pointing to the left like this. All right, so we have like these three little bullet shapes here. And then inside of this, we'll just follow that ellipse at the base on each of these. Like that, and then we'll do one at the top. Like that. And then we can do two more lines right here in the middle. Okay, so we'll just have two more lines in the middle, like that. Okay, and then he's gonna have like this belt that comes up in this direction, and there's gonna be a shoulder padding piece right here. So you create this arch like this that comes over to the right. This will come down a little bit and back up and kind of point almost like where this gets a little bit narrower. And I'm just going to put this little echo line in the middle like that. Okay, then we can go from over here and we'll just put this arm that kind of bends like this, and then we'll have these two little triangle shapes like that, and this will be the forearm right here. So we'll have a forearm that comes like this, and then it comes out from here over like that. Okay. And then we'll have a hand that's holding up this like grenade shape. So I'm going to create a V shape, upside down V shape right about here in the middle of our hand. We'll come up and back like this. And then this is going to come out and be the first finger. So this is going to come like that, be the first finger, like that. And then we'll have this kind of like bent right there. And then on this side, it's going to extend outwards and then come out over to the right. And then this will bend. And now the fingers are going to be in this direction like this. They're going to be kind of like curving like that. So I'll do another one right here, and this will be like spaced a little bit like this. And we'll come out and down. So you can see we're kind of like curving in this direction. Like that. Okay. And then we'll do another one right here. And then this is going to kind of point out to the right and then kind of bend like that. Okay, so we have our hand. Now he's holding up this cylindrical shape. Now I don't want to make this too big where it's going to cover over my eye, but we can just draw this like round shape like this. Okay, so this is going to come up, and then up over here it's going to kind of extend past the head, and it's going to kind of stick up a little bit, and I'm going to have like this shape that goes over top. So this comes in and then goes over the top and then goes around like that, and then here we can just do something like that. Okay, and then we'll just have this shape have a couple little lines that kind of radiate from the center, and then if you did an elliptical shape like this through the center, we'll just kind of have this split open. So this is going to come down, and it's going to come up and then back down. Just like that. Okay. And all this will be just filled in black right here. So all this will get filled in later on when we do our coloring. And then we're gonna come down from this curve here, like that. And we're gonna do a belt right over here. So this is gonna come over to the right. And it's gonna stop right about here. And then we're gonna have a little extra piece right there. And then this will be the belt clip. So we'll come down like that. We'll do a little piece in the middle, and then the clip will come down like that. And then that belt will just come and kind of continue over. And then we can have another little strap piece up here. There's a strap piece up there, and a smaller strap piece that comes off the belt right over here. Okay, something like that. Now we have our body that curves here. We have our belt. And I'm gonna do my leg that's coming off over in this direction. So I'm gonna put the thigh part here. It kind of comes down, and then this is gonna curve over here. Then I'm gonna have a line that comes over to the right, one that's bending in this direction, and then the thigh that curves like this. And then we're gonna have two lines that come down from the center. And then we're gonna have a design line like this, and then one that comes across. And then down over here, we'll do the other leg. And then this one will come up into the belt and over to the right. And we'll have our kneecap piece. So come up like this. And then our kneecap's gonna have like a three like strap type pieces like this. There'll be one here because this is starting to bend. And then there'll be a lower piece like that. Okay, so you got three pieces here. And on this side, we'll do the same thing. It's gonna be tighter down here. And then this will just kind of round and come down and meet back up like that. And we'll have kind of like a one piece here, and then have that other top piece here. So you have 1, 2, 3 pieces there. So you got your two knees. And then we're gonna come about halfway, and we're gonna come down. And on this side, we're gonna show like our calf muscle. It's gonna come out and bend, and then bend back out like that. And then for the foot, we're gonna come up at an angle and then down. And then we'll just have another toe that comes off here, and then another one that comes up like that. And then this will go and kind of taper like that. And then on this side over here, this will just come down and taper like this. And then we're gonna have like one toe like this big triangle shape. And then we'll do another triangle shape, kind of flares out. And then we'll have a small one over there. And then it's just gonna come down like that. And let me just put in one more thumb right up over here. So I'm just gonna come, and this thumb's just gonna be like right here. And it's just gonna be kind of coming down. It's gonna like peekaboo on the other side there. So for the gun, we're gonna come from the stripe, and we're gonna come over to the left, and we're gonna do this line that comes out in this direction. Okay, and then this is gonna kind of come down and back. So this is gonna be like the gun area where he holds it, okay? And there's gonna be like an edge, and it's gonna come down, and then this is gonna come over to the right to the left, and then we're going to come up, and then we're going to kind of bend this back over here. Okay, there'll be a little shape inside of this right here. There'll be almost like a little screw shape right there. We're going to go from the base here and come down, and then we're going to come up and over like this. Now this is going to create my thumb area, so I'm going to come up, and I'm going to go over to the right, I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to come over to the left like this. This will be my thumb right here. So my thumb's going to bend over like that, and then it's going to come down just a little bit. Then I can come straight down like that, and I'm going to have these two fingers right here. So I'm going to do a curve like this, and there's going to be a finger that comes up and over in this direction, and then I'll do the same over here. It's going to be another one that comes down, and this is going to curve, come up, and over like that. Okay, so there's like our knuckles, and then we'll have one more over here, just one more on the trigger right there. Okay, then our palm is going to be right about here. Just do these couple creases. Okay, now the other part of the gun now is going to be right off of here, and it's going to be coming off of this thumb right here. So we're going to come down, and we're going to go over to the left like that, and then we're going to do just a shape like this, and we're going to come over to the right. Now we're going to do this surface here. We're going to do another one over here. It's going to be a little bit narrower. It's going to come up like that. And then we can do a couple lines like this. It's going to come down. It's going to come over and back down like this. You could even just leave that like that. There'll be a little circle here. Put a couple little dots right there. All right, and then over here, this is going to come up from this piece right over here. And then we're going to have this shoulder piece right here. We're going to show up right over there. This line that's coming straight up, we're going to have like a little echo line, and that's just going to curve in like this. So this is going to curve, and then we're going to come just below the gun with the elbow. So we're going to come out like this and have like a little pointed shape, and then this is just going to come in like that. Take this line right here, and I'm just going to come from here and just draw a line kind of straight up like that. And then this line here, that's just going to come up, kind of extend like that. And then let's go above this ear, not too high, but maybe somewhere around here, and we'll hook this over to the right. Then we can create a line that comes up, and then this other line that's right here will have these little rib shapes that come off of this. So we're going to do like a shape like this. So we're going to have just a couple little rib shapes like this. And then this will come down and just be offset a little bit. Right around here, and we're just going to draw another line up. And before we get this detail in place, I'm going to draw a horizontal line, kind of horizontal, maybe it's at a slight angle, right there. And then this one's going to come over in this direction, like that. And then this will come over to the left. We're going to come up a bit, I'm going to do this shape like that. This will come down, over, and then back in this direction. And then this just have a slight taper over to the left. Okay, and then right in here, I'm going to do an elliptical shape and then a smaller one inside of that. So there's one ellipse and then a second ellipse. And then I'm going to have these shapes that follow the outside of my outer form. All of these will just have a little bit of a offset down from this side here. Okay, and then this will curve. It'll follow that curve right there. And then we can just kind of curve this right in like that. And then I'll just connect right there. Okay, then I'll create an echo line right here. I'll kind of shift this in, and then this will go kind of like to where that point is there. All right, we'll have a little circular shape here with a slight offset. I'll just put a couple little crease marks in here. Now, this shape here, we're gonna do this curve that comes from here and down, okay? And then this curve is gonna come out and up a bit. And then we're gonna follow that curve like this. This is gonna kind of stick out and be something like that. All right, then we can have this line that comes off of there. Do these two shapes that follow this curve. It's gonna come up. It's gonna have like these two shapes like this. And over here, there's gonna be like maybe one more cylinder. Let's put a cylinder in here. It's on his belt. And then we'll just do a little ellipse in the middle. And then we're gonna do the tail. So this tail is gonna come from right about here, find some space, and we're just gonna go and hook the tail down like that. And then it's gonna get pretty wide over here and just kind of come in like that. And then we'll just have, and we just put a few little lines like that. But that tail is gonna come up and then kind of come down right about here. So you're gonna see these two little openings right in there, okay? All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab myself a black ink marker and outline Rocket. All right, so grab some colored markers and let's have some fun following along as I color in Rocket. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me draw Rocket and had a lot of fun coloring this in with me. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I do videos like these ones right over here on your left every weekday. So until that next one, I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.